Hello YouTubeverse. We're going to show you today my homemade gravel sorting machine, which you could make yourself. It's not that complex. It's essentially what I've got is these standard classifiers that they sell to folks that are looking for gold, but you can use them for sorting gravel too. This one here is a 1/2 inch and this one's 1/4 inch. I think those are the two biggest ones you can get, and they just fit into a 5-gallon bucket that I cut the bottom out of. Put it into a piece of plywood with some springs on the 4 corners. Bought this vibrating motor from Amazon. I think it was like 80 bucks. And I'll show you how it works. It's pretty slick. So what I'll do is, this is the bucket that I'll catch all the dirt, clay, really tiny little rocks, because it will have gone through the 1/2 inch filter and the 1/4 inch filter. So the only thing that'll fall through will be the fine stuff that I have a pile of it in the backyard that I'll throw it. But the reason that you do this is because, here, put this into place, so this will catch all the crap that comes out of that gravel, is that you'll see the old gravel breaks down. You kind of got to dig all that up, put it through the filter and get all the crap out. And then you're left with what you see here on this side, which is just the big gravel, which is what looks better. This stuff here looks pretty junky, so I'm going to show you how I just dig that up with this funky rake that I bought. I don't even know what they call this.
Spito.
It's got 4 tines. This is pretty heavy duty. This I found this works pretty good. So just come in here. Crank this up. See all that gravel that's underneath there. I have a standard like heavy rake that I normally use. This is just a demonstration, so I'm using this lightweight spring. So now it's just a matter of filtering. Get a scoop of this, so you got the big rocks and the small rocks. So we just put some in. Now it's a little wet. Sometimes it doesn't filter quite as easy when it's wet. Stones. I got a whole bunch of those in the backyard, and this is the good gravel now that's been sorted, so there's no small stuff in here. And then you just go ahead and dump this back where you started and filter it all, and when you're done, you've got this bucket with all the fine stuff in it. So works great. It allows you to clean up your gravel. You can do it for probably 120 bucks worth of equipment. Actually, what this thing here was a base for an old saw, table saw. I still have a table saw, but works great. And I got some of these springs that are inexpensive on Amazon. I think you can get a pack of 2 of these springs for maybe $5 or $10. So between springs, the plywood, this base, a couple bolts, an old bucket, vibrating motor, you're probably talking 120 bucks worth of gear. So pretty easy to build, and it works great. Oh, and then you got to get these two. I think these cost 15 bucks. So you got $30 worth of these. So about 150 bucks. You've got a great homemade gravel sorter. So you see now what I'm doing is raking it down till we're down to below the gravel level. You can kind of start to see there's no more tiny bits of gravel. It's just clay. Here in Phoenix, Arizona area, that's the normal dirt type we've got in our yards. So I've dumped 4 buckets of pre-sorted gravel here. Just gonna smooth it out with my special rake. And you'll see now that it no longer looks like a bunch of dirt with a couple big rocks in it. It now just looks like nicely screened gravel in my other rake to make it look a little nicer. So now, what you'll notice is this is before and this is after. Now, of course, all that I brought out, I'm gonna let dry out and I'll filter it, and it'll end up just like this stuff here. So, looks a lot nicer. And if they had made one of these machines, I was looking to buy one, but I couldn't find one, so I made my own. Like I say, it's probably 150 bucks worth of stuff you need to get. So it's a pretty easy job overall. So thanks again, folks. Hope this helps.